Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Tierra Ray Johnson with Contact Atlanta, and I'm here with Tiffany of Caab Customs, y'all. She's so lit. She's so custom, unique, beautiful black woman. So tell us how you got your start. Tell us about your brand.
So, like she said, I'm Tiffany from Caab Customs. I've been doing it for, I'll tell you what it is first. I have a culturally ratchet apparel company. I pretty much customize anything, mainly t-shirts in my line, but I have jackets and purses and Masks. Yeah, masks are my big thing right now. Yeah. But I have a little bit of everything. I also do customizations for other brands and businesses as well.
Right. So one thing about your brand is super bold. I think you have a lot of statement pieces. So when did you get free from like caring what people thought about like your opinions?
I would probably say going to HBCU. It kind of tailor-made that whole bold, say what you want to say, feel how you want to feel type thing. And I guess amongst my friends, I'm the one that's kind of outspoken. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of the things that's on my shirts are things that I will say,
right?
And or things me and my friends will say, and I'm just like, oh, that's a T-shirt. I'm using like the one in the room is like, that's a T-shirt. Right. As soon as something's being said or I said something. Yeah.
So do you ever have people that be like, oh, she said that, or when you go out and wear some of your stuff, are people ever just like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that?
Definitely.
All the time.
All the time. All the time. Like I've even gotten emails from, like, I wouldn't call them customers, but people that just go on my website and like, I can't believe you said that, and I'm like, it's other places to shop.
Right.
But, hey,
Yeah, so that's really dope. I know when it comes to like everything that's going on in the world and the times, like how are you using your platform to kind of be a part of the movement where black people get a voice?
Well, before, and I hate to say before being black got popular,
No, that's what it is.
Because, because right now, it's popular until it dies down again.
Right.
But I was already pushing, being black as fuck. And, because that's one of my t-shirts, Black AF, So, and being proud to be black. Like I said, again, that whole thing came from me going to the HBCU and them teaching you about enjoying being black and loving your skin and loving the person you are, that type of thing.
Yeah. So a lot of your apparel is conversation starters. I think conversations that people are scared to have, even like being sexually present and expressing yourself as a woman. Like, have you ever thought about doing any type of events or things where you can help women just express themselves through clothing or apparel, or teaching people to do the same thing?
I definitely have. I think what's geared around my brand is my whole thing is like wearing something that you're thinking, but you're kind of scared to say it. But it's like you wore it, you didn't actually say it, but I wore it, so you kind of, it's like, I don't know if she think like that or not. She might have just liked the t-shirt or like that, that piece. But I definitely want to do like a round table with a group of women. Because it's always, it's always good to get around a group of women and kind of speak. Just say what you want to say. A lot of times,
get it out.
Yeah, people are so tight on what they say, and I'm like, you don't feel that way. Just say it.
Say what you want to say. I think that's good. I think you should definitely teach people how to do that. Because I remember the first shot I saw was in between praise what I do and give you blood, and that's so me. Because the people know I like to pray, I love God, but bro, like I got hands. So like when I seen that shirt, I think I hit you up like, yo, sis, this is lit. I was like, she probably looking at me like, who is this little girl? But I was like, I love how you can express yourself. Like that freed me. Like even with purchasing a shirt, I'm like, okay, I'm finna say this because I feel like you give people the freedom to like express how you feel. We might not be able to just come out and say it. So like just being able to purchase a product where you can express yourself and feel comfortable, I definitely think that you allow people that comfort level. I'm always just like, well, what shirt she finna post today? And see. So it's that anticipation. So as far as like next products, what are some things you're looking into?
Really looking like my pants, So I'm really looking into doing like bottoms and things like that. I'm really big in the plus size community, as far as supporting and stuff like that. So I want to do something where you have bold statement pieces, not just tops or bottoms as well. Right. I do, like I said, accessories and things like that. I used to do the earrings, and they were custom too. Some of the saying that's on my shirts, they used to be on my earrings and things like that. Yeah, so.
Need some of those.
Yeah.
Bring those back. So from your childhood, like, did you ever think that you would be an entrepreneur?
No, never.
What was your path?
Teaching.
Okay.
Yes, I went to school to be a teacher.
Wow.
I taught for 11 years. This was my first year not teaching. I went 100% into my business.
So what made you take that leap of faith?
Ooh, I feel like it was just time.
Yeah.
I wanted to give this more than I wanted to give that. I was more passionate. I would leave work, stay up all night till like 5:30, only to get ready, get my son ready, and go to work, and then do it again. And the crazy thing is, I'm narcoleptic, so people are like, "How you stay up?" I be sleeping at work. So I was like, I can't.
We've all done it, but
I can't keep going to sleep with these people's jobs, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. And you know, initially I was definitely fearful. Because my mom was a teacher for 32 years, and she's very practical. It's just like, you went to school for this,
That's
do
what
this,
you
you know.
Yeah.
So when I told her, she was like, "Well, just try it. You see how it goes." And I was like, "Oh, that was confirmation."
If your mom, that's one. I was like, if my parents agree with it, I'm doing it. Because they don't be with it. Like, so how do you gonna make money?
And that's the first thing she was like, "Are you sure?" You know.
Yeah.
So you know, when she said, "Well, just try it. If it doesn't work out, you always got your teaching certificate. You go back to work. You know, you go back to teaching." So you know, it's been going great. This first year definitely was like, you know, whether or not I was gonna go back, and I don't see a reason to go back right now, you know.
Definitely. So what's like some advice that you have for somebody wanting to take that leap of faith? It's just like, oh, this paycheck is really good, but I really want to get into my dreams. Like, what's some advice you can give that person on taking that leap of faith?
And I have a few other teacher friends who've asked me this question.
Yeah.
For me, it was just a Nike moment. Just do it, you know. You can either sink or swim, you know. I see a lot of people, and I don't want to do the whole race thing, but you see a lot of other people, they just do it. You know, if they fail, they're like, oh, I'm going to try something else, you know. So I had to take that same mindset, just do it. Because my first year teaching, I said, I'm going to give teaching 10 years. At 10, I got scared. I was like, no, nothing ready yet. So I stayed 11. At 11, that 11th year was like the hardest year for me, because it was like, you were supposed to leave last year, but you didn't. So I'm gonna push you to an uncomfortable place. And it was uncomfortable, so it was like, all right, it's time to go.
Yes. I tell people all the time, uncomfortable seasons are really birthing seasons. And cause like, even for me, I wasn't gonna move. I think Corona had to like kick me like, hey sis, like let it go. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that being uncomfortable is just so like, okay, I should have did it, but you just be so scared, cause it be like, dang, but you right, like other people do just do stuff or leave legacies for their kids. I always say, like, you know, when I have my kids, I want them to be able to walk inside of a company and be like, this mine, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know. And I think as Black people, we have to just take the lead, you know, but make sure it's substance. Like
make sure you have something going behind.
So how did you legitimize your hustle? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's some things that we can do to not just have a mom and pop business, but to actually have a business that can sustain?
Because initially, like you said, it was just, I got something, I want to sell it. You know, it was just recycling money. And it was like, I don't think this is how I wanted to go, because there's no way I can leave teaching if I'm doing this just a little side hustle. You know, and you know how people say your little business, you know. But I mean, I actually started sitting down with some people like that's, you know, that does business, you know, that does the finances, and they were like, hey, you need to do this type of way, or you need to change your prices, or you need to change your marketing, you know, tactics, and you need to change your target audience. You know, you're targeting the wrong people. You're targeting people who like to spend this amount of money, but you want to make this amount of money, you know. So, you know, it was all about, you know, sitting down and talking to the right people. Because a lot of times you don't know certain stuff. I went to school to teach. So I know about teaching, and I can teach you how to do something, but as far as me telling you about business aspect of it, I had to get with some other people.
But some people are so scared to swallow their pride. But when I can't do something, I be like, hey, can you help me? Because I just want to get it right the first time. And then you said another good thing, pricing. I know even for me as a business owner, I used to be scared to up my prices, even though I knew I was working so hard. So like, how did you let go of that fear of like, okay, these not no $15 shirts, these some $50, $40 shirts. Like, how did you let go of that fear of raising your prices?
I put it in the mindset of what Gucci, Louis Vuitton, if people want it, what they gonna do? They're gonna buy it.
You're right, because they be buying Gucci belts.
I'm telling you, like whatever people want, you're gonna buy. You know, and that includes me. If I want it, if it run me $200, it'll be tight, but I'm gonna do it. Because if I want it, I want it. You know, so I had to look at it like that. Like if they don't buy it, that's not my target audience. That's not the people I'm targeting. You know. So I changed that mindset and saying, if they want it, they're gonna get it. You know, granted, I looked at some other people doing the same thing I was doing. What's the good price range? But at the end of the day, people gonna buy what they want.
Right.
You know, regardless of the price.
Exactly. Are there any other new ventures you're diving into?
So I want to open a brick and mortar. Like right now, you know, I'm solely online.
Yeah.
So I want to open a brick and mortar. I want to actually do something in Little 5 Points.
Yes.
It's you know, it's kind of urban. It's kind of you know, eclectic right there. And I feel like my brand will be you know
perfect.
great right there. Yeah. So I want to do that, and I also want to open something in a less rural area, urban area. You know, so I can do so I can kind of play off other things. You know, I don't want to always. People think I'm always just culturally ratchet. Yeah. Because I have some other stuff I like to do as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's being versatile and showing your audience that I think you do a good job though. Like we know, like especially when you meet you know like, oh, we don't associate that with who you are because you speak very well and you look and hold yourself to a certain way. So I think whatever you do is gonna be super successful.
Great, thank you.
So tell us how we get in touch with you.
So, look, it's a few ways, but it's always the same way. Caab Customs on Instagram, CAAB Customs. If you want to reach out to me for something custom, it's info@Caab Customs. If you want to send me a little money on donate, it's Caab Customs. Cash out Caab Customs. Everything is Caab Customs. That's another thing in business. You want to make sure everything stays the same.
Yes.
So that when your audience is trying to find you, they don't want to have to find you by weird spellings,
underscores,
all that type of stuff. Try to get everything the same.
Right. I definitely agree with that too. But thank you for interviewing with me and taking time out your day. Like, I just took a leap of faith and asked you. So I admire everything that you're doing. Like, I could keep supporting you because we got to. I think it's amazing to be able to express yourself the way you do. And I think everybody should be free. I think you freed me over these past days. Like, I'm going to just say it. Like, I don't care. So thank you for just using your platform to be a light and just make Black women feel like we can say what we want. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.